Hello and welcome to my video tutorials on how to run your WordPress installation. We're going to start off with something really simple like logging in and logging out of your site. I'm using Google Chrome in incognito mode. That's why you see this evil looking little dude up here in the left hand corner of my login screen. I'm doing this because when I start typing in your domain name in the address field, you're not going to see a whole bunch of other places that I've been to in the past, which you don't need to see, and frankly I don't need to share. You could use any browser out there. You could use Internet Explorer, you could use Safari, Firefox. Virtually any browser will get you into a WordPress site, which is really cool. So the first thing you need to do is click in your address field and type in your domain name /. To help protect you, I have not loaded the WordPress installation into its default directory, which is its root directory, because all the WordPress files are named identically from site to site, so anybody that wants to hack your site would know exactly what the file names are and where they're located. Therefore, we load them into some random subdirectory so that it makes it a little bit more difficult for them to try and guess where we've placed it. So you type in the name of the directory that I've given you and a /. I'm not going to show it on the screen, but type it in. And then you type in wp-admin and enter. You're taken to the WordPress user login screen. It's pretty self-explanatory. You have a username and a password. You fill in your username. I like to use tab personally to go to the next field, so I just hit tab and it pops me right down there, nice and simple. This works in virtually any well-designed web application. Tab and Shift tab is used to go forward or go backward to the previous field that you were in. If I hit Shift tab here, for example, I go back, it highlights the whole thing, and I can type in a different name if I realized I wanted to go somewhere else. So, for example, start typing. Tab down to the next one, or for example, if I had made a mistake, Shift tab to go back, and I realized, oh, I should only have one R in this name. I could either use my cursor to highlight exactly where I want to be, click and backspace to get rid of it, or I could, as in this case I want to add the R now, I'm just going to hit a left or a right cursor key, move the cursor where I want, and hit the character that I want to add. Tab again to go back down to the next screen. That's all there is to it. It's a nice, quick keyboard shortcut. The more you keep your hands on the keyboard, the faster things go. Type in your password. It's case sensitive, as is the username. And enter. And obviously, if you make a mistake, you get this cool little wiggle screen, and it says you made a mistake. There's no username, so try again. And you're into your site. You are at what's called the dashboard of the site. Down the left-hand side, you can see there is posts, media, comment, profile, tools, SEO, which stands for search engine optimization, and collapse the menu. I'll cover all these in a later video, but for the time being, enough to know that that's how you log in. And from here, you can go to any of the locations on the left-hand side. If you don't want to see this menu, you can hit collapse menu, and it basically just turns it down into little icons without the titles. That's great once you start to memorize what they are. Or you can bring the menu titles back. To log out, it's relatively simple. You go over and you hover up here. It tells you who's logged in. So howdy, George Hancock's. Hover over that, pops the name up. Just come down to log out, single click on it, and you log out. I like to point out that if you're using a different browser, sometimes they offer different perks. So for example, this is what it looks like in the login on Internet Explorer. Type in the name, tab down to the next one, start to type in the password, and you'll notice this little eye. It's supposed to be an eye. It doesn't look like an eye, but it's supposed to be an eye. And if you single click on it, and click and hold, I should say, you'll see the characters that you've typed. It's supposed to help you make sure that, especially in long passwords, you've actually typed all the correct letters. Once you let go of the left mouse click, it disappears. Click and hold again, comes back. It's a nice little perk. Some browsers have it, some browsers don't. It all depends on the browser that you're using. At any rate, we could finish this. And we're in. So same thing. This is just an Internet Explorer, hover, log out. That's all there is to logging in and logging out of your WordPress site. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what you think and we'll move forward. Thanks. Bye.